Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today's video is something none of us saw coming. A revelation so shocking that it has the entire fandom holding its breath. Mei Mei has finally spoken out, revealing a series of terrifying secrets about Yulong, and trust me, these aren't the kind of stories anyone expected to hear. If you're ready to uncover the truth behind their seemingly perfect image, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our hottest updates. Let's dive straight into the explosive details. Nobody imagined that a single interview could turn the entire fandom upside down, yet that is exactly what happened when Mei Mei finally broke her silence. For years, she remained the calm, gentle figure in the background, the person fans believed would never speak out, no matter what storm raged around her. But just when everyone thought the story between her and Yulong had settled into distant memory, she appeared in front of the cameras with trembling hands, tear-rimmed eyes, and a truth so unsettling that even the reporters in the room froze. As the recording started, she inhaled deeply, as if gathering courage she had buried for too long. And the first sentence she uttered sent a shockwave through the entire industry. She revealed that behind the perfect image fans always saw, the flawless red carpet appearances, the polite smiles, the carefully controlled interviews, lay a version of Yulong that nobody would ever believe existed. "I didn't want to say this," she whispered, voice cracking, "but silence has been hurting me more than the truth ever could." The room went still. Even the journalists who had prepared for the usual celebrity drama lowered their pens, sensing that this time something far heavier was about to unfold. Mei Mei described nights filled with arguments, days where she questioned her own worth, and countless moments when she felt she was slowly fading away while the world continued praising a man they thought they knew. But the real shock began when she exposed the moment she realized everything had changed. According to her, Yulong's personality behind the scenes was completely different from the charismatic actor adored on screen. While he appeared warm and supportive in public, in private, she faced a version of him so cold and unpredictable that she often found herself holding her breath, afraid of saying the wrong thing. She confessed, "There were times when I felt as if I was living next to a stranger, someone who wore Yulong's face, but not his heart." Her statement hit fans harder than they expected. People who followed them from their earliest days felt the ground crumble beneath them as every sweet memory suddenly looked like a carefully staged illusion. What made the situation even more heartbreaking was the loneliness Mei Mei endured during those years. She explained how she kept quiet, believing the pressure of fame, schedules, and constant scrutiny were pushing Yulong into emotional corners he couldn't escape. She hoped things would improve. She hoped he would notice her pain. But the more she tried to support him, the more distant he became. "I felt invisible," she admitted, her voice trembling. "Even when I cried right in front of him, he didn't see me, or maybe he chose not to." Fans watching the broadcast described the moment as devastating, like watching someone reopen wounds that never healed properly. Yet throughout all the darkness, Mei Mei made it clear she wasn't sharing her story to destroy Yulong. Instead, she wanted to shed light on truths she had carried alone for too long. She said she had reached a breaking point where protecting his image meant sacrificing her own emotional well-being. "People deserve to know that what you see online is not the full story," she explained. "I stayed quiet because I thought that was love. But now I realize love shouldn't silence you. It should give you a voice." Those words became the highlight of the interview, circulating across social media within minutes, reposted by fans, celebrities, and influencers alike. One of the most chilling details she revealed was how effortlessly Yulong could switch between personalities. She said that moments before stepping onto a set or greeting fans, he would transform as if flipping a switch from the cold, distant man she knew into the charming icon adored by millions. She said he was a master of masks, she said softly. "Sometimes even I forgot which version was the real one." It was this admission that left fans trembling the most. Hearing such words from someone who once stood closest to him painted a picture no one wanted to imagine. Online communities erupted into debates, defending, questioning, analyzing every fragment of their past interactions. Clips were surfaced, photos were re-examined, old interviews were dissected for hidden tension no one noticed before. However, despite everything she revealed, Mei Mei didn't portray herself as a victim. She openly acknowledged her own shortcomings, the moment she avoided confrontation, the time she pretended nothing was wrong to protect his reputation, the choices she made out of fear of public backlash. "Maybe I should have walked away sooner," she confessed. "But when you love someone, you keep hoping they will return to the person you first met." That confession resonated deeply with listeners. Her vulnerability didn't feel rehearsed nor strategically crafted. It felt painfully real, too raw to be faked. But the story didn't end when the camera stopped rolling. In fact, that was only the beginning of the emotional storm that followed. Moments after the interview aired, social media platforms exploded like wildfire. Hashtags related to Yang Mei Mei and Yu Long shot to the top of trending lists, and millions of fans around the world began dissecting every detail of her revelations. People demanded answers. Others expressed heartbreak. Some couldn't believe the idol they admired could hide such darkness, while others insisted that every human carries a side the world never sees. Within hours, thousands of comments appeared under old videos, questioning whether the tenderness shown on camera had ever been real. Entertainment reporters rushed to Yulong's agency, but the building's lobby remained eerily silent. Staff avoided eye contact, security guarded the entrances tightly, and no official statement was released. Meanwhile, rumors spread that Yu Long had locked himself away in his apartment, refusing to speak to anyone, not his manager, not his friends, not even the agency director. Insiders claimed he had watched the interview in stunned silence, replaying certain parts again and again, especially the moment where Mei Mei said she felt invisible. That line, according to one anonymous source, hit him harder than any accusation. What shocked the public even more was the sudden leak of an audio clip allegedly recorded during one of their private arguments. Though its authenticity could not be confirmed, the emotional tension in the voices, Mei Mei's trembling sadness and Yu Long's cold, restrained frustration, sent shivers through listeners. Fans debated fiercely. Some believed the recording, others insisted it had been manipulated. But regardless of its origin, the clip amplified the intensity of the situation. People began questioning the true nature of their relationship, wondering how long they had hidden the emotional cracks beneath their seemingly perfect partnership. As the pressure mounted, several of Yu Long's fellow actors stepped forward, offering cryptic comments that only fueled speculation. One co-star posted, "Fame changes people, sometimes for the better, sometimes not." Another wrote, "Be kind, you never know who is fighting a silent battle." Every word, no matter how vague, was interpreted as a clue about Yu Long's real personality. Some fans accused these celebrities of betrayal. Others believed they were finally telling the truth after years of staying quiet. Amid this storm, Yang Mei Mei retreated from the spotlight. She posted nothing on her social media, avoided phone calls, and stayed close to her closest friends. Those who managed to speak to her said she felt both relieved and terrified, relieved that she had finally freed herself from years of emotional silence, terrified how the public might twist her words or use them against her. But what surprised everyone was how she refused to let hatred consume her. Even after exposing the darkest moments of her relationship, she insisted in private conversations that she hoped Yu Long would find help and rediscover the warmth he once had. On the other side, witnesses revealed that Yu Long had broken down in tears when he learned that Mei Mei had not condemned him completely. According to a longtime staff member, he kept saying he didn't realize he had hurt her that deeply. He thought she understood his struggles. He truly believed he was doing his best. But intentions, as the world now saw, were not enough to save a relationship suffocated by unspoken pain. The staff member also mentioned that Yu Long had been dealing with heavy internal battles, overwhelming pressure, sleepless nights, and unresolved trauma that he had buried under his growing fame. Unfortunately, those closest to him only realized how severely he had been unraveling after the damage was already done. The turning point came when Yu Long finally decided to respond. Instead of holding a flashy press conference or releasing